At stake is whether new jobs and industries take root in this country or somewhere else. It's whether the hard work and industry of our people is rewarded. It's whether we sustain the leadership that has made America not just a place on a map, but the light to the world. We are poised for progress.
I'm a working person, and Democrats support me. They support working people.
I'm a Democrat because I think that government has a role to play in trying to give people who maybe weren't born with every advantage and give them a fair shot.
Couldn't be anything other than a Democrat, because we are the party of the people. We are the party who cares about working people. We are the party who cares about whether you make a decent wage. We are the party who cares about whether our children get a good education.
I think that their philosophies are in line with what I believe in life.
We have done more in a very short period of time than has ever been done in the history of this country, and we have provided more revenue to education than has ever been done at any one time in the history of this country.
What the Democrats are providing on the national level is going to reach out to each state level, which is going to help fund the local and Cuyahoga County level.
We've set a goal that we want to make sure that every child in Cuyahoga County has absolute access to higher education.
As an educator, I appreciate that Democrats understand those issues, and they try to provide the kinds of funding that we need.
Democrats have always been the party of opportunity, at least since Roosevelt. Whether it's civil rights, whether it's human rights, whether it's workplace rights for workers.
We play around with semantics, but working people are the middle class. Unions created the middle class. Unions are the best way to make sure that the middle class prospers. We lift people out of poverty, and that's what the Democratic Party is all about.
And President Obama's enactment of the Lilly-Ledbetter Act is probably one of the best examples of the Democrats leveling the playing field.
And the issues have changed through the years, but they're evolving, but they have a common theme, and the common theme is that no matter who you are or what your background is or what your orientation is, that you have an absolute equal right to whatever society has to offer.
The Democrats passed this year a repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. That's good for the military, it's good for our national security, and it's the right thing to do for human beings.
Many, many years and decades of inequality had just come to an end with the stroke of the president's pen. It just seemed like there was a wrong-righted justice had been served.
We do big things. From the earliest days of our founding, America has been the story of ordinary people who dare to dream. We're a nation that says, I might not have a lot of money, but I have this great idea for a new company. I might not come from a family of college graduates, but I will be the first to get my degree. I might not know those people in trouble, but I think I can help them, and I need to try. I'm not sure how we'll reach that better place beyond the horizon, but I know we'll get there. I know we will. We do big things.
Our philosophy as Democrats is that everybody has a right to health care. It's not a luxury, it's not something you'd like to have. If you have a child that's sick, you have to get care for them, and they deserve the same care as everybody else does in society.
You don't have to worry about necessarily taking them to an emergency room, which costs 3 times as much as it does to go to a doctor. Now you'll have a doctor. If your child has a pre-existing condition, they can no longer be denied insurance, or you can't be dropped from your insurance.
Well, I know that when my daughter was diagnosed, she was diagnosed at 19 months old with type 1 diabetes. So for us, this is great. This means that she will be able to have insurance no matter what and be covered no matter what.
I think this health care bill has made it easier for us to be able to have him stay with the same doctor, not have to worry about where we take him for care.
I can't figure out what it is people don't like about it. I ask them all the time, what part don't you like? Do you not like the part where prescription drugs are cheaper, where your kids can stay on your insurance until they're 26, where you have a physician, and you're not going to go bankrupt paying medical bills? What part don't you like? I don't get it.
So there is great dignity when people have the opportunity to work, and frankly, that's all that most people are looking for. So policies that promote job creation are critically important and are something that I focus on every day.
I'm a Democrat because I believe that they are more for the working man, blue-collar worker.
It's essential for the trades who are traditionally Democratic to be ahead of the game, or at least up on the game, in advanced manufacturing or those green-collar jobs that will be produced by this emerging economy.
Biomedical jobs, those green sector of the economy jobs, jobs that are sustainable, jobs that are environmentally friendly, and we've already started to invest millions of dollars in that, everything from biomed to wind energy.
One of the keys to Tremont Electric's success has been the North Coast Opportunities Loan Fund, which is a smaller scale fund that's really geared towards early stage companies. There's always a funding gap as we are growing our companies as entrepreneurs. North Coast Opportunities Loan Fund really fits a market niche to be able to help pull companies like ours along.
National policy and state policy directly influences local government because we're at the bottom of that totem pole. So we have to be fully engaged, have a strong infrastructure, a strong agenda, and a strong philosophy.
And that's what Democrats do. We stand up not just for the special interests, not just for the wealthy few or those who are privileged, but for all Americans, to promote policies that will give them a chance at that American dream.
That's the way that we're really going to have progressive policies, by those people on the front lines that are really engaging neighborhood by neighborhood and street by street and turning the situation around for us on the ground. We're trying to set a standard now in Cuyahoga County for how open and transparent and honest government can be. And we've had our challenges in the past, and we're moving past those.
There are few places to go that are as enjoyable as seeing real progressive Democratic Party activism as there is in this county. Barack Obama and I will be reelected in 2012 because of a strong infrastructure, a strong Democratic Party in this county.